this. Roger will put up the documentation today, or tomorrow, or whatever. But I've had a lot of a break on me, and hopefully today I won't have no break on me. I really suggest you wear gloves, good faceplate, and shoot, you have body armor, that's good. If you're in Star Trek or force field, something, okay? I've had these hit me square on, sometimes they go out. Say again? He wants to catch one. You just wait, John. I'll set one through wait. But it is hazard. I had one hit me in the chest. In fact, it kind of bruised me. Do you like to see it, by the way? No? Okay. Well, another time. All right, so to get started here, there are 3 ways to prep. And I'm using just some scrap I glued together. One is just an indentation rabbit for your chuck. There's a third way that's on the, I have a website. I put a web address rather on it where you can see it. And this guy, just between centers, I tried, I can't do it. Maybe you can, Earl. You guys have, I know some of you have done these wing boxes, and you're a much better turner than I. However, that said, all right, now, there are actually 4 ways to do this. If we have time, I'll show you a 4th way. It might be a little easier for you. But you've got to turn fast. And I don't recommend going fast unless you're used to going fast. This made me learn to go fast because you will get a better finish. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I'm just always have him do the off-center stuff. I'm just requesting here one.
Let's try. Angle it in a little bit, make a little bit of a dovetail, and make some room for the chuck jaws. Reverse it. You don't have to take notes or anything. It's all going to be on the internet, right?
All your bad jokes, too?
Say again?
All your bad jokes, too?
Please finish jokes. Come on.
That wasn't me. I was.
I have a feeling you like my bad jokes. I'll bet you repeat them, too. All right. Now, if I reversed it, if I can get a shot of this, this is going to be the top. Top. Can you see that? Okay. Now, the way I'm doing it is not the way necessarily you have to do it. Okay, it's the way I turn. My tools aren't terribly sharp, not like Ray's anyway. Sharp enough. So I start at the end. This is going to be the top, it's going to be curved. There's always a question of how far down you're going to go here. Okay, some like to leave a nice big flat spot. Some will go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to try to get real close to the bottom. Okay, one that you have out there, I put about half an inch. Okay, however you want to go. Or not go. Sorry, I'm not quite used to this. One thing I learned, I used to be a driving instructor, did that for extra cash. There's a term called, I'll just clean this up a little bit. Promise it won't take too much time. I got some I was doing for sand. Now this is a point where you should sand. I would not recommend sanding with this thing spinning, although I saw, what's his name, Bob Hamilton, did you see his stuff on YouTube? And wow. This, I gotta tell you, I had to store it up here when I was practicing to make the bowl. What I like to do is to leave a kind of a robust rabbit in there, because we're going to grip it later in here if you don't. So, since I might be putting a video on here, I'm leaving a little bit of the base. Okay, here's where it gets fun. Ready to duck? Just kidding.
If we're members, we're insured, right?
We are? Good. Oh,
Good thought.
just using a scraper is this one. I'll just get that little nub. A little bit more. Okay, we'll save that for later. And now, I'm trying to go too fast, so I'll just slow down here. Oh, fast Phil wanted me to go.
Roger.
Now, this is where it gets to be a lot of fun. This is where you saw that?
that based on anybody?
Say again?
Who's based on anybody?
Because this is where I'm gonna make an estimate. Okay.
It's just a whole video. Yeah, great, you know, for the, but I would
The idea is we're gonna start out here and try to get it parallel with this portion here.
I know, but.
And, you can make it thick. We're doing so. Can you hear me? Good? Nod at least, guys. All right.
We hear it.
Okay. And, I'm gonna work my way in slowly.
It's filming pretty good.
All right, the idea is that I want to finish one section before I go to the next. Once I get to here, going back here won't work. It'll just flap and do all kinds of ripples.
Chris.
And I stop frequently to find out how I'm doing. It's hard to see what's going on fast. You can hear the black. All right, a little rough. Unless you're really good. Won't work that way. All right, it's kind of rough. Give it some smoothing cuts here. Well,
thick the actual cup wall is at this point.
How thick this wall is?
Not that wall.
Cup.
Here?
Yeah, how do you know where to stop?
Oh, I'll show you now. This project really, whatever. This is not persistent. All right, I think we're about done. Not the famous last cut. All right, not yet. You can put it. Pass it out. All right, to answer your question about how do I know how far to go, I took the depth of that hole with this. I'm just going to put it here, and that's the end of it right there.
Now, I'm more worried about how thick the
The
sidewall.
diameter, the
The
inside,
wall thickness on the bowl.
inside and outside diameter of the bowl.
Well,
From here, it's looking like it's getting mighty thin.
part of the setup, I guess, I don't know if I see, but you can see this better. You actually pass this around. When you set these things up, I find the exact center on both sides. And I draw a circle,
Jerry, if you put it right over the chuck, right over the,
like so.
there you go.
Okay. Hold exact center on both sides. Okay. And I draw a circle that's going to do this. So when I use the parting tool, I went right to the edge here. Same here. Okay. So I know, since I did this, that I have probably about maybe 3/16 of an inch for the wall thickness. That kind of guarantees it. Okay, that's the answer. Okay. Bowl. I'm not going to take chances. I'm just going to give it about, I don't know, quarter inch or more. So that, and by the way, you know, you can make any design for the bowl, whatever you want. I can kind of simplify it because I'm a simple guy. Also sloppy. Okay. Erase my lines. I've got it memorized. I'll just round off the bottom. Oh, that's the end there. Whoop. And kind of, you know, and there you have it. as you can see, they're about 3/8 of an inch. Okay. Get that. That's it. That's broken. And I just found out about it yesterday. So basically, what you do, everything's the same, except for here, you're actually going to do the bottom first. Okay? I'll show you real quick. I'm not going to do the whole thing, and I'm lacking for time here. Okay. Remember, this is going to be our bottom. And we're going to work it this way. Some people find this easier. The reason being that you can get the smoother inside of those wings this way. And then, of course, you reverse it to the top. And when you do the top, remember the rabbit we put in there. So you keep switching this back and forth. You see flaws or whatever. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You get the idea? Any questions on this? You can, once you do that, you leave a little tenon there. So what you can do is reverse it. And you still have that rabbit that you originally drilled. It's all about, not this thing, but then you can do the top. If you want to reverse it, you've already got that lip. Turn it around, bada boom, bada bing. Questions? Sir?
Can you define how fast you drink?
Yeah, I was going about, let me double check here. About 2,200, 2,300 RPM.
You were also, I'm sorry, one more question.
I'm sorry, I'm paid by the question.
You were talking about attaching wood on both sides. You think you could double stick tape that? What do you think?
Not at these RPMs. No. I think that's why we would use soft wood. All right? Because, yeah, there's a lot of centrifugal force on it.
Private lessons are $19.95 an hour.
Take half back to the club and still charge it.
Any other questions? I hope that helped you. The documentation will be on the internet soon. As I said, I found it very challenging, for me anyway. I learned a lot of tool control I didn't know I had until I practiced it, and definitely very challenging. But a lot of sanding, that's the only thing. And by the way, on the inside curve, I found that if you use, what do you call it, cylinder sander, you can get in much easier than trying to use your drill in a small sand bed. Sir?
Where'd you get the fingers on your chuck?
These?
Yeah.
Whatever chuck this is.
It's a big market.
You're talking about the jaws themselves?
Yeah, the jaws.
Yeah, these are aftermarket. This is a Vic mark.
Okay.
So I guess you go to the Vic mark.
Yeah, I just wasn't familiar with the jaws coming out like that. Kind of cool. Okay.
Other questions? Oh, come on. Nothing?
It's gotta get up to 5, or it's gonna expand. You were talking about sanding. Have you ever seen Mike Pearson's YouTube on it?
No, I'll put that on.
I saw his, and what he does is he takes a power sander with a 2-inch disc, tips it slightly on an angle, and it goes in real slow. I had no problem whatsoever.
You
Sanded
tried it?
beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried it. That should save time.
High speed.
With the high speed, yeah. Otherwise you're flapping the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it maple?
Yeah, just 3 pieces of maple glued together. But you know what? I've got 3 pieces up here. If anybody wants them for practice.
We're going over here.
I brought these because I thought I might make a mistake. Raffle them off, yeah, make some money. All right, other questions?
Do you have any more jokes?
Yeah, in fact, you hear that Ray got a new job? Yeah, and you know what the Tickle Me Elmo doll? You're familiar with that?
Yeah.
Okay. At a Tickle Me Elmo factory. And they interviewed him, and wow, what a great guy this guy is. You know, he'll be great. So they set him at the, on the middle of the wall, and these things are coming by, he's working. The guy at the other line, the inspector's looking, and he walks over to Ray, and Ray is taking 2 marbles and putting them in this little sack and sewing them right onto the doll. You know what? And the guy says, no, Ray, it's tickles. No more jokes.
Hey, airborne, airborne.
All the way.
Hey, Ray?
Jerry, we got one more question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to know if anybody wanted to get into the 50/50, is there still time?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he's right here. Everybody wants to get into 50/50. Do it quick. Long nose jaws. 68.95.
Where at?
Press play.
Okay.
Marco.